Howdy, howdy. We are watching House and just, doing the thing as we usually do. Just Q&A, chit-chatting, Feel free to talk, vibe here, play some music. Go. Bopping. What is popping? We're watching House and, just big chilling. Yo, how's it going, Kane? Watching House. Good. That's awesome. Yeah, House is pretty good, so we're just watching that. How was your day? Pretty okay. Not too good, not too bad. It's perfect. I can't get copyright struck because it's like distorted as heck, and just a tiny part of the image. I'm overlaying my sound.
Better than that. Don't worry, I killed a whole three stack squad by myself because another person got 400 damage, which was more than you. Actually killed a whole person.
Oh, whoa. Patient. Host is such a wholesome 100 dude. Sometimes when he's not a complete psycho. It's like me. I'm like way cooler. A very hot day today. Yeah, it was until it started raining even here. It's a mutually hot day until the rain came. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Finally started raining. A lot more demons here than I remember. Yo, yo, yo. What is bumping at my people? Watching House since always good episode. Every episode's good. I'm tired too. I've had enough of this horror show called Life in this fucking yeah, man. Gee, I feel yeah. I'm just bored and tired, but yeah, man. I'm really watching House. I'm watching House, man. Like life is bored. Like, and they just watched him like fucking show that's been out for like 10 years. But hey, a little bit of alcohol, a little bit of boof, and the house is great. So yeah, when it comes down to it, I eat out too, man. Literally got laid yesterday. Don't give it a shit. Like it's boring. Like life is boring. Live live each day like it's your last. Well, even when you do that, it's kind of boring, Kane. And I respect it. Got laid, paid, not gonna get paid, but got got nanny. Hell yeah. And even then, it's just life just is boring, it's just not satisfactory. And Saran is 100% right. It's Jay, and Jay is right. Oh my God, you're not married. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go to hell. Sorry, Kane, I'm gonna go to hell. Oh no. I mean, it's already happened. Though. I haven't been a virgin before this, or was a virgin after, like it's like, what do you mean? Oh my God, you're not married. Married. Oh goodness. I mean, to be fair, if I was married, it'd be more dramatic and taboo than I guess uh Marquise Desaad would be like, God damn, how did this suddenly happen? Because I'm a real G and I just hit people up and like, yo, and then it just happens. Oh, yo, dude, that's fine. Bippity boopy. But yeah, when it comes down to it, it's the power of the Rizzler. No, I'm kidding. I don't have much Riz, but it was the most awkward thing ever. But it was like, it was an okay experience. It was okay at best, but that's basically all my sexual encounters. Just okay at best. It's just how it be sometimes. But when it comes down to it, she said she had a good time, I guess, and I was like, okay, cool. Glad you had a good time. Are you ready to be a father? Why would I be ready to be a father? I used a condom and I have a vasectomy. There's no reason for me to really be a father. Plus, I didn't even finish home slice, so it's not like I'm ready to be a father. I'm like, like none of the requirements were met. So it's just like, when it comes down to it, I'm ready to be a father. No, am I gonna be a father? 100% not. So. One, she wasn't the most attractive person in the world, more attractive in the photos, but eh, you know. Two, two. Main thing was she just was like, yo, like awesome, but like kind of grilled me hard, yeah. And I'm like, she's kind of sore down there, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, yeah, understandable. You can just wait it out and big chill. And so we just big chilled, and then I was like, round two, yo yo. And she was just like, nah, nah. So you met her online? Yeah. So basically, when it came down to it, Round two is a no go, and I was just like, that's fair, yes, So, you know, I'm a wholesome 100 dude, so I'm not gonna push anything on someone. She was a little bit like maybe, and I'm like, hey, is you sure? Because a maybe sounds like a no, and then she's like, yeah, I'm not really. I'm like, okay, then that's all I need to say. So when it comes down to it, just she pretty much finished it. Good for her. I mean, good for her, I guess. Right. Good for her, not for me. But she wasn't very attractive. So just utilitarian. So when it comes down to it, you gotta help people out. You gotta be a good and helpful fellow. Just kidding. You don't have obligations to give hand jobs, nor do you have obligations to glorious. But I'm just saying, like, if you want to, you can be a good old fellow and be like, here you go, have an orgasm person. That's what I did, I guess. Even though it really didn't benefit me much. It was something to do though. So, but yeah, not as attractive as I thought. So yeah, I mean, hey man, you might meet people online. You win some, you lose some. Typically, you lose some. It is how it is. But it's all part of life. It's an adventure. So you really don't have any issues like you think you do? What do you mean by issues? Oh, well, I mean, antisocial is different from asocial. Asocial is like not being able to talk to people, like, you know, Ephilism and Ephilism is just like, yo, life sucks and I hate all people and shit. Life's not root based. Antisocial is like, lol, I'm against society and want to like hack people apart and shit. But when it comes down to it, like, I don't have to do any of that. I'm just have those like inclinations. So it's like, I can be the romance rizzler, just eats pussy and just he gets down diggity, and just a wholesome person who respects people's boundaries. It's like, I'm a wholesome person, guys, but I'm also antisocial as fuck. Like, I also have vivid, horrible fantasies, but I also am like, do you consent? Do you consent? Do you consent? Like, ask, do you consent? Like, fucking like 3 times. Just like ask for consent multiple times for the whole thing. Like that's me. But like at the same time, I don't believe in consent, and I'm just like blah blah blah. It's a big old thing of me. Like I care about those boundaries, but like philosophically speaking, I'm just like I you know, s- people. It's like do as I say, and sometimes do as I do. But for the most part, when it comes to like drugs and stuff, don't do as I do. But when it comes to like my sexual things, I'm a gentleman, so I guess to do as I do in that aspect. I guess be a G. Don't be rapey. Be a G instead. Be a G. Don't rapey. I don't know. Did you tell her you were a vegan? No, I thought about the meme. I was doing that though. I was just like, oh, all vegans. I'm like, yeah, like I was, eating around. I was just like, I was just thinking of cracking a vegan joke, just like I can't do this though. I'm technically vegan, but at the same time, being like, shit, I guess I'm Scriptarian, so. But cracking a joke like that. But hey, I didn't because it'd be too much of a meme to just be like all vegans mention they're vegan, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. But it's true. Almost all vegans mention they're vegan. And I will do it next. My one regret is not saying wowzers at some point and saying that was rude and tune. It's my true regret in life. No, I as I said, I'm not really that interested, so I didn't send her a text today, and she didn't send me one, so we're just gonna keep it at that. I mean, so the way I look at it is, I have no interest in driving an hour and a half for her again. So she wants to drive here. It's a big maybe, but it's a big maybe. But when it comes down to it, no, I didn't text her again because just not that interested when it comes down to it. Kind of a one done operation. Didn't delete her or anything because I'm an EFIList, so I'm gonna like propagandize my beliefs still. Like yeah, you get to see my stories. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. But at the same time, I'm. So she doesn't think you used her. Nah, I mean she might, but at the same time, it would be a mutual thing. I drove like an hour and a half. I spoke to her up a little bit. It was all consensual. We were sober beforehand while deciding. It was all mutual and stuff like that, and we established that we're just doing it as fuck buddy stuff, not as anything more relationship like. So it wasn't anything like anything other than just casual hooking up. So, as long as you establish all that ahead of time, it's consensual and philosophically consensual as well, which is the important thing. So, I covered all the bases for ethics, my dude. I'm a good lad. Remember that. I may be a little bit of a psychopath, but in terms of actions, I'm like more ethical than like the average person is by like 1,000-fold. So you wouldn't have to ask me for consent, right? It's funny, Apple. No, but I would because you always have to ask like multiple. You ask, then you ask before insertion, and you ask later again once you stop, and they're like situate themselves. You don't know if their like brains have like a post nut clarity type of thing, you know. He's constantly just asking. It's all about making sure the other person is comfortable because you're gonna be a wholesome 100 motherfucker, you know. That's what it's all about. Probably the reason I never finished because I'm too concerned about it. Never asked the homies for yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, I'm always on an acquaintance level. True homies, just stick it. You're right, Apple. I'm just joking. She couldn't just lie and say she didn't. I mean, she could, but her roommates were also there and stuff, and she walked me out and stuff. So I mean, like, unless her roommates all want to lie, also, you know, it's probably not gonna go anywhere bad. Plus, I literally ate her out, you know, so they would get like they would have to like. I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's no reason for like them to assume like that, like some of the thing. They'd be like, damn. According to the autopsy, this man is an absolute Chad. That's what they would be like. Just kidding. Be like, according to them, he didn't rape you. He just ate you out like a real Chad, and be like, fuck yeah, I did. And I didn't even think she was that attractive, but I'm just a real G, and I was committed. So I was there, and she was just like eating me out. I'm like, okay. Like, if you insist, I guess. So. Does it taste like beans? No, it's more fishy. No, but no, it doesn't taste like beans. Unfortunately, if it tastes like beans, I'd be like, God damn, y'all need to eat pussy. It tastes like beans. But when it comes down to it, no, it's just like not bad. It's like it's okay. It's like I mean, if you really think about it, like the asshole and the mouth are like the same tissue. So I mean, I imagine the pussy's the same thing. So when it comes down to it, it's basically just like kind of like kissing a person, but like different. It's like I don't know. I don't know. More of the story is, more of the story is not exactly the most pleasant experience, especially when they like clench in your face, like and you're like, oh, kind of suffocated me, G Dizzle. But at the same time, it's like, hey, you know, kind of okay at the same time. Like you're like, hey, they're into it, so I'm into it. Hey man, you you can live your dreams, soft apple. Remember that you can live your dreams. Just the certain chicks up on like things and just be like, sneak a vasectomy and just be like, yo, I got a vasectomy and I want to bang, and then be like, people will be like, eventually just like, yo, that sounds legit to me. So you just need to follow your dreams. Do not let your dreams be dreams. Soft apple. You're right. I'm gonna do it. Amen. Just work a little bit, save up like a couple $1,000. You have insurance that costs you like $1,200, maybe something like that. You know, after insurance, and then bing bang boom. You don't need condoms no more, but you probably should just use them anyways. You can get some like ribbed ones. Basically, just adds like extra texture to your dick, man. Bing bang boom. Where did you tell your mom you were going? I didn't tell my mom I was going anywhere. I just left, bro. I'm just like going out, and they didn't say I was going out really. It was just at midnight, and I just kind of just left. They were already asleep, and my dad was like there, and I was like, I'm going out, and he was like, okay, and that's what. Goodbye. Zoom, room, drove an hour and a half. On the way back, I was just like so tired that Colin, hell yeah, I drove an hour and a half. Colin,
Most people match with those people and then they just like laugh on
Colin, you're 100% right, but I was just like, what's the point? Colin, pretty much. I was just kind of like, hey, I haven't got laid in like 3 years, so I'm like, an hour and a half. I thought people literally go across. People buy plane tickets, Colin. People buy plane tickets for pussy. So I'm like, driving an hour and a half is nothing compared to mofos that like buy plane tickets. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Where did you take? Yeah, Colin hear all this? Yeah, my brother heard all of it. He's just like big chilling in the same room as me. But yeah, moral of the story is, yeah, it was an experience, not one that I would repeat, but pretty much all my sexual experiences are always like very mediocre. They're like, I do them, and I'm like, that's an experience, wouldn't repeat. Philly, get out of here. You're a child. Just kidding. No, I'm just joking. How's it going, Philly? Brand is very casual about this. That's because I'm a psychopath, dude. I'm always very casual about everything. But really just watching House drunk, high, just talking about like the sexual experience that I have. Like, it is what it is, man. Yo, man, she didn't even take her bra off, man. I was a little disappointed. It's disappointing, man. Truly, could have been an upgraded experience, but maybe if you could act out some real desires, you'd be into it. Maybe, but when it comes down to it, you know, it comes down to it, I don't know. She was kind of offering to get into it, with, like choking and stuff, and I was like, yo, man, maybe. But at the same time, I'm not really comfortable with doing any of that because the risk of like hurting someone's neck region, like, yeah, I don't want to accidentally go to like jail. That's just not fun. Like, so as much as I want to like choke some hoe out, it'd be like at the same time I don't want to accidentally kill a mofo and be like, ah, dang, now I'm in prison. So that would be not cool. So at the same time, it's just like acts out some real desires. Yeah, at the same time would probably spice things up, but at the same time would probably risk things being like yeesh. So it's the conundrum of being me. At the same time, it's just like, I'm cool with just being like a Chad. It's just like, yo, what do you want to do? And it's just like, eat you out, sure thing, bang, bang, boom, Like, it's just how it be, I guess. So it's just like, moral of the story is be wholesome 100 guys, number be kings, uh, to when your lady's asking, or, yeah, if you're Philly, don't, should base, Apple. Apple, you're kind of 100% right. It's probably her attitude, but at the same time, hey, sometimes you just, it's, I don't know, man. You, when it comes down to it, yeah, man. Probably should have just been more of a dom. I mean, I still was the dom, but it was like could have been more of a dom. I mean, it was kind of like a not really dom. You know what I mean? And like I could have went a little more like wah, but could have been like Wario in the sheets, but instead I was like a Luigi. If you catch my drift. No fuck. Christ. Don't listen to him, boys. Gir- Girls want to be dominant. You listen hard, Phil. Sometimes you gotta take the pussy like Johnny Bravo. No, 100% right. The South Apple is 100% telling you the truth right here, Philly. But at the same time, uh, if you want to avoid lawsuits, just be like, "Hey, Queen, do you consent?" And then just like ask it like 100 times, and they'll be like, "What?" This man asked me like, "Yes, a philosophy major. I'm asking for your." So remember, true kings ask for consent like at every opportunity they think it's appropriate. And then, hey queen, do you consent? That was basically me. Hey queen, do you consent? Hovers over China. Hey queen, do you consent? Just basically me. Yeah. She just stares at me, and I'm just like, like, do you, and like, are you okay with that? And she's like, what? Like, you're not really listening, playing Stardew. That's good. It's good. Keep your brain pure. Moral of the story is, guys, getting laid is a mediocre experience. Maybe it's better if like you're attracted to the person a lot more. Who knows? But in my opinion, it's pretty mediocre. Uh, but but that being said, just because it's mediocre doesn't mean it's not worth it. No, I'm kidding. It's mediocre. It's fucking not worth it at all. But guys, get a vasectomy if you think it's worth it, and you're gonna like pursue the pussy. And just be like, I'm gonna get a vasectomy, so I prevent all risk of really horrible mistakes happening. I mean, I guess you also should work on them because STDs and stuff, but like still, the moral of the story is work on them, get a vasectomy. Probably don't even get laid 'cause it's really not worth it. But if it is worth it, I mean, go for it, I guess. My brother's right. Don't drive an hour and a half to get laid. It's probably not worth it, no matter how hot she is. But then, if it turns out she's not even as hot as you thought she would be, just like, damn, anal is the winner. You're definitely right, Apple. Too bad I didn't do any of that. So, do we? Well, here's the thing. Anal, it's not necessarily painful. You just need to know the technique, bro. No, though we totally could have if I wanted, but I was just like, nah. Like round two, nah. This is just didn't I couldn't put pressure. I'm an ethical dude, I'm not gonna do that. No pain, no gain. Yeah, you would be right, but you're definitely wrong. What's your job? I am now employed at Nestle, the enemy. Yeah, Nestle. It's an evil corporation that basically like steals water from people and like fucks everybody over in like any way they can. But I'm working for Nestle as a security guard, so that's what I'm doing. Don't tell them I said this, but you know, fuck Nestle. But at the same time, I'm working there. Why would I be scared, my dude? I have no reason to be scared. I'm just gonna like have to like fight a couple truck drivers, you know, like that's about it. And I'd be like, yo man, blah blah blah, and I'd be like, yo, you're just gonna take a chill pill, need some donuts. Start a new job? Oh yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, I'm not that nervous. Start a new job, whatever. It's like, you know, they don't like me, I get fired, who cares? So they like me, I work there longer, and it's like, you know, till I get bored. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, exactly. This is a good one. I also got offered another job today at Hy-Vee or whatever, the one I was talking about earlier, but they pay less than Nestle does, so I was like, well, I get fucked, I guess. So they're offering me 16 an hour instead of 17 an hour, so I was like, nah, bro, nah, bro. If they were to offer me 17 an hour, I'd be like, hell yeah, man, you guys are closer than Appleton. But at the same time, nope. 16 an hour. Well, me here's the thing. Maybe. Well, the price of gas these days, 16 an hour compared to 17 because this one's in like a next city over. It might be worth it. But at the same time, I'm having to see with it. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see. What do you think, Kyle? No, okay. Not a big difference. Yeah, basically, it's not a big difference. Yeah, basically, the way I look at it, not a big difference. Just gonna stick with Nestle right now. But right now, I'm kind of wondering, like, where the fuck's my email from them? I'm supposed to get an email from them and be like, yo, this is when you start. And I'm just like, where you at? Time you thinking? I don't know, my dude. Whenever you're thinking, probably works for me. I don't think I have D&D this Monday because I think it got canceled for whatever reason. So yeah, I'm good for whatever time you want. Maybe like 4, 5, 6, something like around that. If you factor gas, yeah, not a big difference. it could just not lift.
Hmm.
Well, yeah.
rainy or be that before. What? No, but that's rain. That's not. Yeah.
Kangaroo be the year who went to procuring land. A bunch of prisoners got shipped off to Australia, and then just a bunch of just deer that are like jacked there. It's just like makes sense. Go to the hood, changes you.